Imagine you're invited to go rock climbing. Let's say in this story, you could check in Shemayim if you're on the list of people that are going to die that day or not. So it might help you to relax a little bit. What you do is you Google Shemayim and you ask, am I on your list of arrivals today? And the answer you get back from Google Shemayim is, no, we're not expecting you. So you're like, okay, I can relax. And you go. This is still scary a little bit. But at the end of the day, you're successful. You climb the mountain, you come back down, and you feel accomplished. What an amazing experience. On the way home, though, you get a flat tire and you're stuck in the middle of nowhere on a deserted little alleyway. As you're, wondering what are we gonna do, a bunch of criminal types come, and of course they figure you guys have a lot of money. One of them happens to be very angry, and he decides that besides robbing you, we have to also kill you. As this crazy man is pointing a gun at you, are you in any danger? Can this person decide to pull the trigger and shoot you and kill you? Or because in heaven there was no decree that you should die that day, so you have nothing really to worry about. For this idea, we have an interesting discussion that comes out from the story with Yosef and his brothers. The Ohr Somayach speaks on it, and of course he's essentially echoing the Zohar, which is really the source for this idea. When the brothers wanted to kill Yosef because they hated him, so they were determined to kill him. Reuven understood that there's extreme danger involved in human beings that want to kill somebody, because God gave human beings free choice. Once he gave us that choice, so that it's a real thing that we have and it can alter things. He says, don't be responsible for spilling his blood. Instead, throw him into the pit. And his intention was to save him from his brother's hands. Now, what was Reuven thinking? The pit was empty of water, but it was full of scorpions and it was full of snakes. So what was Reuven's great plan to save his brother Yosef? Meanwhile, he's throwing him to death. The idea of dangerous animals that have a nature, a tendency to kill, it's part of the nature of the world, but God's control over that is much stronger than over human beings that have free choice. So it's almost like there are two levels of danger over here. So to be saved from an animal requires merit, and in this case, Reuven understood certainly that the son of the holy Yaakov was worthy of a miracle, because even if Yosef was lacking the merit to be saved, you can also be saved because of the merit of your ancestors. But to be saved from the other brothers that had free choice to kill him, that required extra merit, and few are those that merit being saved from the hands of human beings. It's almost like this person's decision to want to kill you right now is causing a new situation in heaven. He has to re-Google Shemayim and ask again, Shemayim, right now am I in danger? Now the answer you would get from Shemayim right now is, excuse me, we're busy now, we're trying to decide if you're going to live or die. Once this person is pushing destiny, saying, I want to kill, there's a possibility that you will be killed. But it only happens if Hashem decides to stay inactive. Remember, I mentioned specifically that when you're going to ask Shemayim, they're going to tell you, wait, we're busy working it out, which is also an indication that there is hope. We're taught by David HaMelech and this famous story from Chizkiyahu HaMelech, even if a sharp knife is at your throat and the guy's going to kill you, do not ever give up on beseeching God's mercy. It's never, ever too late. Don't fool yourself from this Zohar to think that the people are in control and can do what they want. Ultimately, it's all up to God, and we have to hold on to Hashem with all we have and daven and never, ever give up hope.